Let's talk about hat pinching. Now, some people pinch their hats all the time. They can't help it. They hold the hat and they squeeze it on the front here like they're folding a little piece of metal. And as they fold it over and over and over again, eventually you crack everything in there and you get a hole. Now, this happens to felt hats, so if you've got like a rabbit fur or a wool and you pinch here all the time, it'll take you 5 years, but by then you'll have punched a hole through the front of your hat. And I get people in my hat shop all the time, and you'll be watching them, talking to them, and some people just start pinching away, and they're pinching away at the front of the hat over and over again, folding it. And there's many ways people deal with the pinching. In the Panama hat world, what they do is they put a gusset into here, made out of material, and glue it into place, which kind of looks like underpants in a weird way, kind of granny underpants. And I don't really like that solution. What I prefer is to educate people. And so I see people pinching their hats and I go, oh, you're a terrible pincher. And they go, oh, I am, I can't help it. And I'm like, all right. So then we have a little chat about it. And then they're conscious of it. And when you're conscious of the fact that you're pinching, then you don't pinch your hat in half. You don't destroy them. And I've had thousands of hats, and I've never pinched a hole in the front because I'm not a pincher. I don't really have the urge. Sometimes I want to reshape my hat and I want to give it a bit more of a bit more sharpness through here, and my hat will be warm and moist from moisture in my head, and then I will just bend it into the shape I want, and that's good. But the problem with pinching, particularly with Panamas, is when they're dry. It's been hanging on your wall over winter and it's dried out because you've had heating on, and then you pick it up and you start pinching and you can hear it go, and that is your hat about to die. Now, this one's a pretty good example. There's certain weaves, like the Brissa weave. I'll show you here. So this is a Brissa weave, which is kind of very translucent and light and crisscrossy. And that one, pinching kills them really, really quick. And like this is a Quaker weave. And this hat, as you can tell, which I'm about to clean for a man in Hawaii, has really lived. And he's a bit of a pincher too, but the Cuenca weave can handle the pinching. So I mainly do Cuenca weaves because they're more durable, they're more beautiful, and they last and they survive pinches. And that guy's, he's pinched it, but even now, after all that wear and tear, his hat's still going strong. And he wants me to clean it and ship it back to him because he loves it, really loves it. He thought he'd lost it, but we found it again, and he's so happy. So if you're a pincher, be conscious of it. It's like picking your nose. If you pick your nose all the time, people will judge you harshly. And if you pinch hats, well, hat makers will judge you harshly. And you don't have to have gussets, you don't have to have glue, you don't have to do all that stuff. Just be conscious of it and choose the right hat. Personally, avoid the Brissas, avoid the cheap tourist hats, and it'll be fine and dandy. To all your pinchers out there, I'm watching.